These are serious times. With open contempt for the law, this president has launched a power grab unprecedented in our history.
Ossoff.
Abusing his power,
so he's literally
and trying to poison our democracy with fear and intimidation. In his first 100 days, he set free criminals who did violence on his behalf. He purged independent watchdogs across the government to investigate corruption and abuse. He stacked the most powerful office with personal loyalists and then called on those same loyalists to investigate and prosecute his opponents. He's undermined the freedom of the press. He's retaliated against lawyers who have opposed him in court. He's defied and threatened federal judges. And he's given massive and unaccountable power to the richest man in the world who spent $300 million to elect him president of the United States. This is not a drill. This is not a bad dream. As citizens, this is the test of our lifetimes. Maybe right now you feel surrounded by darkness. You might be a little numb. You might be wondering if there's a way out. We don't have the luxury of despair because there are so many counting on us. Children and pregnant women who rely on Medicaid. Veterans who have earned their care and benefits. Children in our public schools. Cancer patients counting on the next big breakthrough. An entire world hoping the United States has not given up on freedom. Are you ready to fight? Are you ready to fight? The truth is, beyond personal revenge, there's not much to this president's agenda. It's tax breaks for the rich and rounding up immigrants. That's the whole program. That's the whole agenda. Will your family's life improve because our military bases become prison camps for immigrants? When Medicaid covers nearly half of the births in our state, 2/3 of all seniors in nursing homes, 40% of children, will your family's life improve because they got Medicaid? See, part of the shame of this useless spiral into chaos and revenge is that we really face so many urgent challenges. And there are so many problems that we can solve. Our prisons are full of violence and abuse. Women die needlessly from pregnancy and childbirth, especially here in Georgia. Hospitals continue to close. Seniors can't afford glasses and hearing aids because Medicare won't cover them. Veterans can't get VA coverage for dental care. Families live paycheck to paycheck. The federal debt keeps growing, but top earners wind up paying less than firefighters and public school teachers. And none of this is on the administration's agenda. They just do not care. They do not care. Trump's cabinet is worth like $60 billion. That's not even including Elon. They are literally the elites they pretend to hate. When is the last time you even heard Donald Trump talk about health care? He's talking about invading Greenland. And then on top of the chaos, you have the corruption. It was just reported that dinner with the president at Mar-a-Lago is on sale for just $5 million. The president was already selling those Bibles made in China.
Oh my God.
But now they have their own meme coins. Did y'all see that? They literally stopped enforcing the law that prohibits bribery of foreign officials. Secretary of Commerce is pumping up Tesla stock. The White House has been converted into a Tesla showroom, while Elon's money is what keeps Republican senators in check. The truth is that corruption in America runs a lot deeper than Donald Trump.
Definitely.
He's not just a beneficiary of it.
Definitely.
His rise is a symptom of it. Citizens United was the most destructive court decision in modern American history. See, this is why so many have lost faith in our system. Because the system really is rigged.
Definitely.
But Trump's not unrigging it.
He's making
He's
it worse.
re-rigging it for himself.
Definitely.
This
He's making
is why things don't work for ordinary people.
Not just for Americans
It's not because
alone,
of trans kids or woke college students.
Investors that
It's not because of our new
say,
arch
are
enemy,
interested
Canada.
in investing in America. For example, now, if I were an investor,
corruption
if I was
is
an
why
investor,
you pay a fortune for
with the
prescriptions.
unstable
The corruption is why your insurance claim keeps getting
economical
denied.
system in
The
America,
corruption is why hedge funds get to buy up all the houses in your neighborhood and Congress doesn't do anything about
The
it.
system is
But
unstable,
right now, even more
unfriendly.
corrosive than the chaos
Oh, my
and the
God.
corruption is the fear. Americans are
I feel
now
like
living
Americans
in
are-
fear of their own government.
Afraid
And it's not
to
just
stand up
here at
against
home.
this
People
administration.
from around the world who want to do business and research
I
and
think
tourism here
Americans are
are now
scared.
being advised by their
Imagine
governments
you living in
not
your
to visit
own
the United
country
States because
and you're
civil rights and
scared
civil
to
liberties are
speak
eroding here so
out.
swiftly. I don't want
Being
my
so
little girl to grow up in a
frustrated and
hopelessly
you can't even
divided
do
country
anything about
where
it.
citizens fear their own government,
It can be so disheartening,
which has become
and
an
it can
instrument
be so
of repression
annoying.
and revenge. I don't want her to grow up in a world where freedom is in retreat.
Who would
I want her to grow up in an America that continues to lead the free world,
Of
where
course.
diversity is celebrated instead of mocked, with leaders who bring us together and inspire us to be honest and decent and kind. The measure of our success is not how many of the poorest and most vulnerable families we hunt down and shackle and imprison and deport. The measure of our success is whether each generation achieves greater health and prosperity than the last, and whether we live up to the promise of equal justice for all. The power is still with the people.
That's
Are you ready to get in
democracy.
good trouble? Are you ready to speak out? Are you ready to organize?
America, I think it's high time.
Now, are you ready to march?
Have
Georgia will bow
to stand
to
up
no
against this
king.
administration and take back your country.